What's up, YouTube? So before we get started this video on ESPN, I'm going to be talking about the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So let's start off by checking out the schedule. So this is the Milwaukee Bucks schedule. So let's check this out. So game one, they played against the Houston Rockets and they beat them. So that means they beat James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And in game two, they lost to Miami. Jimmy Butler wasn't having it, even in overtime. They beat Cleveland. They lost to Boston. So who was that? Jason Tatum wasn't having it. Then they started a little winning streak where they beat Orlando, Toronto, Minnesota. So Orlando's ranked eighth right now. Toronto's ranked number 2 in the East right now. Minnesota is I don't know if they're ranked. I have to check up on that. And then they beat the Clippers. The Clippers are ranked number 2 in the Western Conference right now. Then they got beat by the Utah Jazz. So Donovan Mitchell wasn't having it. Then it start a larger winning streak where they beat OKC, Chicago, Indiana. So Indiana Pacers are ranked 5 right now. Chicago, Atlanta, Portland, Detroit, Utah. Utah's ranked 4 right now. Atlanta, Cleveland, they beat Charlotte, New York, Detroit, They beat Clippers again. The Clippers are ranked 2 in the Western Conference right now. Then Orlando's ranked 8th. Then New Orleans. Memphis is ranked 8th right now in the Western Conference. Cleveland, and then they lost to Dallas. So Luka Doncic, sorry if I mispronounced his name, he wasn't having it. And then they went on another little winning streak where they beat the LA Lakers. And the Lakers are number 1 in the Western Conference right now. Beat New York, which is trash. You know you're going to beat the Knicks. Beat the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are ranked 5th right now in the Eastern Conference. And then it lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. So Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid weren't having it. They probably worked together or gelled together or something. They finally got it going. So then it started another little winning streak. Would it be Atlanta, Orlando, Chicago, Minnesota? So the Spurs beat them one time, and then they got the final game against the Spurs in back-to-back games. So oddly enough, San Antonio's not ranked right now. Golden State's not ranked right now. They're definitely in a rebuilding phase. Sacramento got beat by or they lost to Sacramento, or Sacramento lost to the Bucks. They beat Portland, New York. They beat Boston, Brooklyn, Chicago, Charlotte, Washington. Then the Denver Nuggets, all enough, got them. And the Denver Nuggets, they're ranked number 3 right now in the Western Conference. So they beat Phoenix, New Orleans again. Then they got up and they beat up on the Philadelphia 76ers. Then Orlando ranked 8th right now in the Eastern. Sacramento, Indiana ranked 5th right now in the Eastern Conference. Detroit, and then they beat the Philadelphia 76ers again. Washington, Toronto, they beat Toronto again. Toronto's ranked 2 right now in the Eastern Conference. OKC's ranked 5th in the Western Conference. Charlotte, Miami's ranked 4th in the Eastern Conference. The Indiana ranked 5th in the Eastern Conference. Then the last 3 games they caught L's. So the LA Lakers beat them. They're number 1 in the Western Conference. Phoenix beat them. And Denver beat them. Denver Nuggets are ranked 3rd right now in the Western Conference. So it's not a very good. You never want to go into a quarantine or any type of break with 3 losses in a row. That really hurts, and especially against the number 1 team in the Western Conference and with the LA Lakers. So that's not anything you want to be doing. But for the most part, actually for a large part, the Milwaukee Bucks have absolutely been killing it. What's their longest winning streak? Was it about 18 games right here? A stretch of 18 games? Just absolutely killing it. And they're killing it against top-notch competition. So, there's none of this, maybe they're just beating up on teams that are under 500. No, they're taking care of some of the best in here. So this is good to look at. Like I said, you never want to go into quarantine with 3 L's, because that's a losing streak right there, 2 or more. So let's take a quick look at let's go to the depth chart, see what's going on the depth. So this is the Milwaukee Bucks depth chart. So let's take a quick look at some of the players. So Eric Bledsoe, let's see how this guy's been doing. See what he's up to here. So 15 points. He's 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Okay, definitely. He's there. He's definitely there. Give him credit for that. Definitely. He's holding his own. I can't complain about him. So let's go check out. Let's see what Mr. Wesley Matthews is up to. Think he's doing a little bit more better. No, he's not. Actually, he's a great supporting cast guy. Definitely. We're glad you're here. I'm sure they're glad you're here. I'm sure of that. So let's keep on going. Let's see how Chris Middleton's doing. I know Chris is putting in work. I know he's definitely putting in work. So let's check out Chris's stats. Let's see what you got here, bud. All right, so 21. He's averaging 21 points. He's 27th overall in the NBA. He's getting 6 rebounds a game. That's 56 in the NBA. That's fourth. What am I talking about? He's getting 4 assists a game. That's 51st overall. So yeah, Chris Middleton is definitely one of the major contributors for the Milwaukee Bucks. So I have no problem with that there. He's definitely pulling his weight. Then let's go with the big guy, the reigning MVP. Let's see what Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo is up to here. This guy is definitely working on a second MVP year. Not only is he looking for the MVP, but he's looking to win a championship this year. And that's the way he's been playing. He's been playing hard all year and killing top competition. And I don't want to say he's been doing it by himself, but he's the only one of his cloth on his team. So let's take a quick look at his stats real quick. So he's averaging 29.6 points a game, third overall in the NBA. He's averaging 13 rebounds a game. That's third overall in the NBA. His assist, he's averaging 5.8 assists a game. That's 23 overall in the NBA. I mean, that's just absolutely out of control. This guy is balling out of control, and he's showing you why he got MVP last year, and he's showing you why he deserves MVP this year, and why he's trying to get a ring with that MVP. So I definitely see what Giannis Antetokounmpo is doing, and it's a shame that we're in a quarantine right now, because this just messed up everybody. This could have been a great year, or it is a great year for Giannis, but at the same time, he could have got the MVP, and he could have really made a strong push to get into the championship and earning the ring. So anytime you're sidetracked like this and you're on fire, that's a killer right there. That's an absolute killer. So let's go back and see what who else is up there taking care of business. So let's take a look at Brook Lopez. I think he's leading the team in blocks, I think, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. Oh, did I hit this thing? Let's see right. So this is Brook Lopez. So yeah, he's definitely holding his own to 11 points, 116 or 116 overall, 4.5 rebounds, 112. Yeah, so Mr. Brook Lopez is definitely holding his own. So let's get out of here. So here are the stats for the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's just take another look. I know we looked at the depth charts, but let's just take a look at where everybody's at. So Giannis Antetokounmpo absolutely killing it right now, leading in points, 29.6, leading in rebounds, 13.7, leading in assists, 5.8. Steals goes to Mr. Dinfantino. I'm sorry if I chopped up her name, but no harm intended. And blocks, Mr. Lopez taking care of business. Yeah, this is out of control. Giannis is an absolute monster. So let's go down and see what else is going on here. Get a little depth here. So yeah, so Giannis is definitely taking care of business, and Chris Middleton's right behind him taking care of business. But overall, Giannis is just having another MVP year, and it's a real shame. Like I said, with this quarantine, it really killed all the guys that are running on all cylinders right now. Like I said, the Bucks are number 1 in league, and they're number 1 in the Eastern Conference. They're definitely taking care of business. So where else should we go here? So we saw the depth chart, we saw the schedule. So that's probably pretty much it. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, the quarantine doesn't mess everything up. Giannis Antetokounmpo was definitely looking at another MVP year back to back, but also on top of that, he's looking for a championship. He's looking for jewelry. He's looking for a ring, and he's definitely playing like it. He's been playing like an absolute savage. Now, do I think he would have won? Probably not, because I think whoever comes out of the West is going to be the champion, whether it be the LA Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, or LA Clippers, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I think one of those two teams is going to win it. But whoever comes out of the West, I think the West is going to win it. Antetokounmpo is absolutely balling this year, but I think once it's all said and done in the finals, I think he's going to have to go against a duo, and the duos are just going to be too much for him. Too much for one man. And like I said before, Antetokounmpo is the only player on his team of his cloth. If he had some help, I think definitely he can fight fire with fire. But at this point in time, whoever comes out of the West, whether it be the Lakers, the Clippers, who knows who's coming out. But it's probably going to be one of the LA teams. I think those duos are going to be a little bit too much for Giannis Antetokounmpo to fight through. But he might get the MVP. I mean, we don't know. But like I said before, it's a shame that we're in a quarantine right now, and all these teams and all these guys are actually bowling out of control. It might be all for nothing, because if the season doesn't continue, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Every year, you never know how things are going to work out. You never know. You have injuries or whatever situation happen. When you have something good going, you want to keep on going and ride that as long as you can. And have a quarantine, throwing a wrench and everything, that's absolute terrible. Absolute terrible. Especially if you feel like you're a championship caliber team, an MVP type caliber player, and something like this happens. And it's almost like to this point, even if they do start playing again, there's still going to be kind of an asterisk to this season, because it's been so disrupted by a quarantine. All the guys that were doing good, teams that are doing good, they might fall off because they lost some momentum. All the teams that are playing like trash, they might find their wind and just come up and start balling. So this season's really kind of ruined no matter what. So I don't know. So this was a talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's balling out of control. The Milwaukee Bucks are number one in the league, the number one in the Eastern Conference. Giannis Antetokounmpo is working for MVP. And this is just a little look back about the number one team in the NBA at this point. So I guess that wraps it up on Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo.